Why do I know? These guys are hammered and whatever. They're not in shape. They're not the most suicide there is. That's what I hate about that.
Central Florida, the city of Orlando is the scene for the Grizzlies. Length is always a factor with a front court like this one. Valanciunas and Jackson. They're ready to rock as they get primed for game time at Amway Center. Grizzlies, Magic. We'll be right back on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight, it'll be the Memphis Grizzlies up against the Orlando Magic at Amway Center. Well, for Orlando, this is their first time facing off this season. Last year, they split the season series at a game apiece. Well, it didn't take Hollywood long to find Che. He's already speaking with Maverick Carter about production deals, Shaq.
Well, the kid can act. He can act so good, I actually got a role for him in Kazam 2.
Oh, what a lucky guy.
Look, I made movies when I played. It did not hamper my dominance one bit.
Hey, look, everybody's not Shaq. Everybody can't do that. I have a production company now, just letting you know, Smith Entertainment Group. And I could not have done this while I was playing. Impossible. Che, concentrate on basketball. That's where the bread is buttered.
Let's go out to Kevin Harlan. They're getting ready for the opening tip.
Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's get it going with NBA action on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan with Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at Memphis, they reside in the 7th slot right now in the early part of the season.
And guys, when you look at Memphis, seeing them where they are now, it's easy to forget just how awful they were a season ago. This is a team that's made major strides to lift themselves into the middle of the pack.
And credit goes to everyone, coaches, players, front office. I mean, they've all been determined to avoid a repeat of last season. The results speak for themselves.
And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
And guys, some background on Che, the rare high-profile prospect that stayed in college for 4 years. He told me he doesn't regret the decision, even if it hurt his draft stock. He says he has no regrets and feels he's in a great situation. Guys?
David, thanks for that report. You're right. Not that many top players stay all 4 years.
You know, Draymond Green and Jimmy Butler come to mind. I could see Che having that kind of impact as he builds out the rest of his game.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3. And for Orlando, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fultz is out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the small forward position. And it's going to be the Grizzlies off the tip. Looking at league trends, do you miss the physicality of years past, which was so much a part of the time that you played?
I do, Kev. I do miss the physical game. I miss the bumping, the grinding outside in there in the paint. But I also love the new game and the spacing. You know, you can appreciate the game so much more. It's like going to a ballet and being able to see the movement of the players, what they're doing out here. And so I love the fact it's not hampered by guys getting thrown to the floor and grabbed. Do like the physical play, though. I just want to find a happy medium.
And Fultz gets it to go.
Adept at figuring out ways to score from mid-range. Fultz showing he has the touch.
Down low, Valanciunas. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Fultz. To the inside. That one misses. Nice D from Brooks. And so Brooks will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Pass to Morant. And the pass to Winslow. Just 5 to shoot. Banked in off the glass.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Pass to Isaac. Passes it to Fournier. Stolen by Winslow. Pass to Morant. Now here's Jackson. He's covered by Isaac. Jackson kicks to Valanciunas. 5 to shoot. Launches a 3. The shot, no good. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Yeah.
Oh, that was something else.
Yeah, love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there and just knows when one of his guys has a clean look.
Now here's Brooks. 23 points for him the last game against Minnesota.
And it was the little things, too. I mean, getting to the line, finding ways to get his points any way possible.
And the emphasis on mobility, a challenge for lumbering 7-footers like Valanciunas.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're not going to be the quickest when you're 7 feet tall, Kevin. I mean, in order to earn his keep, he has to be dominant inside. I mean, he has that capability.
And so here's Memphis. The Magic getting the bucket. Morant with it. 26 points for him last game against Minnesota.
Yeah, and don't forget about his passing. I mean, he didn't forget about his teammates. He was spreading the ball all over the floor.
And finished off by Fultz.
Superb at switching gears. At a moment's notice, Fultz is flat out awesome at driving inside.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, the defensive intensity has to pick up, and I'm sure coach is going to let them know that.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. 1:37 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Clark, defended by Gordon.
Looking nimble on the drive there. Once Clark sees an opening in the defense, he's looking to exploit.
Well, the Grizzlies' coaching search took 2 months. They finally settled on Taylor Jenkins, a former assistant coach with the Milwaukee Bucks.
Jenkins, with an economics degree from Penn, fits the young academic profile of this Memphis front office. Worked for the Spurs 6 years as an assistant under Mike Budenholzer, who was the coach of the year in 2019. That pedigree helped him get the job.
Now here is Augustine. Ross finds Augustine. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, even a slight movement is going to catch a ref's eye. I mean, they're trained to focus on that.
Here's Clark. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Minnesota. Shot clock at 5. And Bamba pulls it down. Orlando, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Now the pass to Augustine. In the corner, Bamba with it. And the turnover again by Orlando.
I mean, come on, fellas. Keep your head in the game. I mean, that pass should have been basic.
Five seconds left to play in the first. Clark for three. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Grizzlies lead by 2. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Yeah, GA, great balance of efficiency and intensity, which is why they hold the early lead.
So on the floor for Memphis, Clark is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Gorgie Dang. Then it's Jones. And it's Melton in at the 2 spot. Now here's Jones. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Jang. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
There's that passion of his, battling with every ounce of energy he has.
And so it's Ennis bringing it up now for Orlando. 4-point game. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Grizzlies.
In their meetings last year, they split the season series. Happens a fair amount between teams from the East and West.
Yeah, when you only see a team twice a year, it's tough to get a good read on them. It's why so many of these East-West matchups wind up with a split.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Alden.
Well, Kevin, Jaren Jackson Jr. is the son of an NBA player. And I'm so old, I covered his dad in college. Growing up, his parents let him find his passion, but the game was always in his genes. Jackson Jr. said, "I've always prided myself on being more than just a basketball player, but I can't deny my laser focus on the sport." Kevin, he's following in his father's footsteps, but looking to create his own legacy.
Terrific mentor, but he's just getting started, David. Thank you. Here's Clark following the bucket by Orlando. And it's in there. Clark's got the lead up to 4 now for the Grizzlies. Now, Chris, the common thought is you don't want to be a middle-of-the-road team. You think clubs are too quick now to pull the trigger on a rebuild as opposed to giving some time to what they've got and be more patient?
Oh, are you kidding me, Kevin? Don't make me go. This is why I need a psychologist because, hey, when I was in Washington, we had myself, Rasheed Wallace, and Juwan Howard, and Rod Strickland. Like, just wait a minute. Give us 1 year to try. And by the way, the Bulls won 72. We couldn't have won a championship that year anyway. And so, yeah, I think a lot of teams are short-sighted and it's based upon their expectations, and their expectations may not be based in reality.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game they're always privy to.
Yeah, and sometimes, Greg, it's the most subtle moves that make the biggest difference.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic checked in for Bamba. Isaac comes in for Gordon. Maurice checked in for James Ennis. And Evan Fournier subbed in for Terrence Ross. Now here's Morant. To the paint. And there's Valanciunas on the assist by Morant. And the Grizzlies lead by 4.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
And Fournier gets to Vucevic, and there are the Magic with another bucket.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
For Memphis, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. And that one's good. Morant's got his second basket.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Pass to Vucevic. Back to Carter Williams. Misses the baby hook.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And it's Jonathan Isaac with the foul. That's his first foul. .151 left in the second quarter. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. The 15-footer. Here's Valanciunas. Great D that time from Vucevic.
You know, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should have been easy.
Here's Fournier. Vucevic trying to get open. It's rebounded by Memphis. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
And when the bench steps up, it takes pressure off the starters. And they stepped up big in that game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
45th pick in the 2017 draft. Remember when Brooks led Oregon to the Final Four?
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. The Magic trail by 5. Outside Fournier. Stolen by Winslow. And here's the fast break. Winslow's leading the way. And it's sent back by Isaac.
Oh, how about the read from the young fella? Isaac is dependable at anticipating when to go for the block.
Here's Morant. Pass to Valanciunas. Out to Brooks. 5 on the clock. There's the pass to Jackson. Here's Morant. Here's Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Oh, he's a sensational offensive rebounder. Valanciunas, he just has the nose for where to be when shots go up.
Augustine looking around. Ball's knocked loose. Morant with the steal. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. There's Winslow, and it's sent back by Isaac. To end the drought, and he sinks the layup.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Morant dishes to Valanciunas. Shoots over Vucevic. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
But well, this is why Morant's teammates love to play alongside of him. I mean, exceptional vision, and he's incredibly unselfish.
And so it's Memphis heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks a lot, Jonas. Good first half for you getting the ball inside, and you look really aggressive out there.
Be active in the paint, rebound, get some touches, go for work.
Always good to see a big man who plays big. Thanks, Jonas. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. It's been quite a game for Jonas Valanciunas.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Bringing the physicality. I mean, they kept working it to him, and he kept delivering.
At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Fultz, and it's Isaac in at the small forward. That's who's out there for Orlando. Gordon, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. There's the call. Memphis gets the foul. The Magic shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Shoot 2.
The first free throw is good. Most teams now look to run early and often, Chris. And there are some keys to finding success, aren't there, in the transition game?
Yeah, and the first key is you run fast and you speed up the pace, but that doesn't mean you hurry and take a hurried shot. Pacing and speed is all about getting it past half court to see if the defense is set, and if they're not, to take advantage. But it's a 2-step process. And for teams to just run all crazy or willy-nilly like my grandfather used to say, well, you're not going to do anything but play fast and bad.
And that one's good. Morant.
And how about the body control? Morant, even when under duress, stays calm, cool, and collected.
Now, here's Fultz. Now, Vucevic. Pass to Gordon. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive end.
There's Morant. He's got 6 over Gordon. And it's Morant missing. Up top, Fournier. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. And Brooks, here we go. Makes it off the glass.
Absolutely relentless. Driving to the rim. Brooks wasn't going to be denied.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Outside Fournier. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
And he knows it, too. He tried to get away with it. Sometimes you do. That time he didn't.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Bamba is checked in for Vucevic. Ennis comes in for Isaac. And it's Ross in for Fournier. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Gorgie Dang's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Anderson comes in for Justice Winslow. DeAnthony Melton, he's checked in for Dylan Brooks. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Morant. Jackson misses.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot. The third youngest player ever to drop 30 in the game. Jaren Jackson Jr. looking like a great starting piece for the Grizzlies rebuild.
Now here's Anderson. No points in the game yet for him. Passes it to Jang. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Melton. Trying his luck from deep. A 3-pointer is right on target. Melton's got the lead up to 9 now for the Grizzlies. And Chris, he was the 3rd big man taken in the 2018 draft, but in time, Jaren Jackson could prove to be the best.
Oh, yeah, he definitely could. I mean, he has a high ceiling, but also a high floor. Why is that? He doesn't need the ball in his hands to be successful. With his defense and perimeter shooting, he can already impact winning in a complimentary role.
Melton, no good. Orlando, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Now here's Ross. Tight defense on him. The 15-footer. Here's Bamba. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
The raw talent Bamba has, just so impressive. A shot-blocking specialist who also makes an impact on the offensive end.
That free throw, no good.
Well, you talk about physical gifts for the game. Mo Bamba, a 7-footer with the longest wingspan, 7'9.5", and that gives him a huge sphere of influence.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Murray's checked in for Gordon. Michael Carter-Williams comes in for Ennis, and DJ Augustine subbed in for Markelle Fultz. Greg, you look at Bamba able to touch the rim while still on the ground. And he gets off the ground pretty well, too.
A good athlete, still getting stronger and developing his feel for the game. But he has something you just can't teach.
Carter-Williams, the pass to Augustine. That one good for 2. Augustine's got his first points of the night.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Jones. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Clark. He's covered by Murray. Winslow kicks to Jones. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. With 1 on the clock. Rebound by Murray. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Orlando. They trail by 6. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That'll be the second of 5 straight played at home.
And when you're open, Carter-Williams will find you. He knows his role well.
The pass to Clark. Back to Jones. Pass to Melton. Here's Clark. Passes it to Winslow. Over Ross. And another miss by Memphis. Orlando, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Augustine against Jones. Augustine dishes to Murray. And here's Augustine from deep. And the third quarter comes to a close. It's the Grizzlies up by 4. 2K Sports back in a moment from the Amway Center. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, that's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Clark is out there with Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Winslow in at the 3 slot. Morant, rebounded by Isaac. The Magic trail by 4. Now here's Fournier, a beautiful reverse layup.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Morant. Lays it up off the glass. And the Grizzlies lead by 4.
Much more than just a perimeter threat. Morant loves to sneak inside and do damage.
Isaac finds Augustine. Outside Fournier. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Here's Isaac. From outside, off the mark. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. In the corner, Winslow with it. Pass to Morant. Brooks with it. And Vucevic pulls it down. Vucevic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Winslow against Fournier. Kicks it to Augustine. And there's the pass to Vucevic. A three-pointer off the mark. For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Brooks, the pass to Clark. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks.
An improved playmaker who does a solid job distributing the rock. Don't sleep on Brooks' vision.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
But where their goal was to limit their turnovers, I mean, they've wasted way too many possessions with giveaways.
Gordon's checked in for the Magic. Markelle Fultz comes in for DJ Augustine. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Jackson's checked in. Pass to Isaac. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Passes to Gordon. To the left side wing. Fultz with the ball. It's good from long range.
He has to keep draining it from deep. When Fultz is locked in from there, it helps his confidence.
Here's Morant. It's hauled in by the Magic. Vucevic has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Tells you a little something about their team. They've been able to pull in front despite his troubles tonight.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Take a break. Take a break.
And that one falls for Fournier. Both good from the line that time.
Well, that's big.
There's Morant. Brooks outside. Six to shoot. The baseline J. Count it. And the Grizzlies lead by 3.
You got to appreciate the fearlessness. I mean, Brooks enjoying having the ball in his hands in big spots.
Pass to Isaac. Back to Fournier. On the wing, Gordon. The shot goes down and gets this game back to even.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, true, but we'll see if they can keep forging ahead. For now, you got to give them credit for coming back.
Fournier with the ball. He's picked up by Brooks. They get it again to take the lead, and it's laid in by Fournier. Fournier's got the lead up to 2 now for Orlando.
And toughness and energy on the boards, an easy putback to show forth.
Morant dishes to Valanciunas. Shoots over Vucevic. No good from Valanciunas. On offense, here are the Magic. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Here's Vucevic. No good on that one. Nice D from Valanciunas. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Now here's Morant, guarded by Fultz. Now Morant. Shoots from the high post. Kept alive. Jackson doesn't go for it.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup. That'll get the whole team pumped up.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
And the pass to Vucevic. Shoots from the corner. The Grizzlies pull it in. Timeout called, the Grizzlies. They're trailing by 2. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
I don't think they should be greedy here and think about a triple. With this much time left, I'd attack the basket, get a high percentage shot in tight, and take my chances in overtime.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Aaron Gordon.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
And so the big win by Orlando in a tight game. What a show they put out here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. I love being on the edge of your seat and just wondering what's going to happen. How is this thing going to play out?
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Alton, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you.
I totally think we've gone a little overboard with some of these trade demands.
Man overboard!
Yeah, throw out the life ring. I get that these guys are people and they have a family and feelings and all of that. I get it. But a contract is a contract. You don't like the contract you signed and you want to move on? Tough. Wait till your contract's over. That's how it works in the real world where there are real consequences. But these guys are in some sort of magical fairyland where everything's rainbows and roses all the time. Sorry. You know, enough is enough. Sometimes you gotta play the hand you're dealt with it and quit whining about it.
Hit me, Hank.
I don't think you fully grasp my analogy, Hornet. I really don't.
Probably not.
That's true. All right, we'll be back with more scintillating debate after this quick commercial break. Time to get personal. You like to cook, Hornet?
Only thing I like to cook, Hank, is fools like you on the b-ball court, baby.
Little flambe. All right, well, what if I told you there is a subscription service that sends pre-packaged gourmet meals designed by industry-leading chefs directly to your door, and all you have to do is pop them in the microwave?